A much awaited decision has been taken by the Chief Minister of the state. The people have been waiting it for a very long period, and that is about relaxations to be provided for acquiring an e-pass. This e-pass is a procedure that was introduced during the lockdown period, by which the movement of people was completely restricted. In fact, the last rules currently is that if you need to travel between two districts, you require an e-pass. And how to acquire an e-pass is that you have to go online, you have to visit this TN e-pass, and what happens is that you have to provide your contact details and such, and what happens is that it will take you to this page, and then on this page, only for certain reasons you will be provided an e-pass. Earlier, the given reasons were very simple. For instance, if you touch here and if you find the reasons at this column, you would know the reasons were for marriage, medical emergency, death, and return of stranded people. Currently, they've also included government tender, ongoing government, etc. This has recently been done, but earlier, for a common person, these were the four actual reasons given. If you need you can only get an e-pass if you need to attend a wedding of a very close relative, or to have to attend the funeral of a very close relative, or if one of your family members is stranded, or if you have a medical emergency. But the part here is that once you choose these details and you furnish all these details which you see over here, you will be taken to various other pages. You have to finish all these details, and once you're done with this, you'll have to go to step 2 and step 3, and in that step 3 it's a documentation process. And what happens there is that you have to provide a valid document. For example, if it's a marriage, you need to provide a wedding invitation. If it's a death, you sometimes have to even provide a death certificate. But the very unfortunate part here is that many people from the state went ahead and started complaining that even after doing all this, they were unable to get the e-pass, because of which they could not attend very important issues. That became a very unfortunate, a very big issue. In fact, at one point also something called as a scam started arising from this thing, where certain people, miscreants, came over and they started providing e-pass provided you give them money. For instance, this information even went to the Madras High Court, where it questioned the government about certain people who are in fact, they used the term bloodthirsty wolves are using this practice of taking money from 500 rupees to 2000 rupees to provide an e-pass. And how is that the government is not taking it seriously? These kind of allegations also came over, and people were waiting for some kind of relaxations for several months. And finally, the Chief Minister has gone ahead and he has said currently that all you have to do is that starting from 17th August, all you have to do is give the details about your Aadhar card or ration card along with your contact details in these columns, and once it is done, e-pass will be provided, which means that anybody can get an e-pass. All you have to do is give your Aadhar card or ration card details and your contact details. By this, a lot of people have already started rejoicing this information that has been provided by the Chief Minister. In fact, various opposition leaders were also requesting the Chief Minister for a relaxation on the e-pass matter, because even now in Tamil Nadu, if you need to travel from one district to another, you require an e-pass. Now, not just that, the Chief Minister has very clearly also mentioned that he is providing relaxations, but the people should be responsible in actually taking these e-pass currently, because in the state of Tamil Nadu, a minimum of 5,800 cases are being reported even now. This is an average, and the state is still mulling in trying to control the number of positive cases in various districts. As a reason, the Chief Minister has placed this request that people be more responsible and avoid unnecessary travel. With camera person Jay Prakash, Pramod Madhav for Mirana.